Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. Today we are going over Kawini Falls. I don't even know if that's how you say it, but it is a track from MX vs ATV Unleashed that Dr. No Clout has remade and brought into MX bikes. If you look at the bottom right hand corner of the screen, I actually had bought MX vs ATV Unleashed I want to say probably about like 3 months ago. It was on sale for like $1 or something like that on Steam. So I picked it up. So I figured, you know what better way to make this video than to go spend some laps on the original track. So that's what that video in the bottom right hand corner is gameplay of me playing this track in MX vs ATV Unleashed, which I have not played in forever. So yeah, but it's kind of funny. I look like I have about the same skill that I have in MX bikes, which is not very much. So, yeah. But this track is actually a very good representation of what it was in MX vs ATV Unleashed. He did a really good job of porting it over and recreating it. Now, obviously, we're about to hit the finish line on that video, and we are quite a ways behind on this video. So the track is definitely scaled up, which obviously had to be for MX bikes, you know. But we're like a minute 27 lap time, something like that, on the MX vs ATV Unleashed game, and I don't have my timing pulled up, so I don't know what the lap time is going to be on this track. Now, I do know that it is not the easiest track in the world, but it is not the hardest track in the world. So there are a few parts that can catch you off guard, and it'll just flip you over the handlebars, or, you know, you'll case a jump or whatever. But after you do enough laps, all that'll go away, obviously, because you know the track. But he did a really good job of porting this over, and I played MX vs ATV Unleashed a lot as a kid. That, and before that even, was ATV Off-Road Fury. So those old school dirt bike games have a lot of nostalgia. For me, especially, I don't know, you know, a lot of you might not remember it, especially if you're younger and you're watching this, but back in the day, those games were a blast, and that was the closest it got to, you know, playing a dirt bike video game. Especially, not a lot of people had gaming PCs back then, you know what I mean? So, there was a game that came out on PC, I think it was like Motocross Madness. I wanted that game so bad. Never could get it because I never had a computer that could run it. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, it was all consoles, and we played the heck out of MX vs ATV, which is it's part of the reason why I absolutely loved the idea that he ported this over to MX bikes, because it's just the nostalgia factor. Now, I got to be 100% honest, I didn't remember this track like off the top of my head, you know what I mean? I don't think it wasn't one of my favorite tracks from the game or anything like that. Back in the day when I was a kid and I was playing MX vs ATV Unleashed, I did a lot more of like the free riding on the big open maps and driving the monster trucks and doing stuff like that. I did a lot more of that. And I was a bigger fan of like the Supercross tracks in that game than I was the motocross tracks, you know what I mean? And I also understand that this track in particular is going to reach like a niche category of people in an already niche game, because there are quite a few people that refuse to touch anything tracks wise unless it's, you know, like a replica, or, you know, they play the game because it's a simulator, and in that sense they want realism, you know what I mean? But there is a group of people, a small group of people that enjoy out of the box tracks, and if you're in that category, you're gonna love this track, you know what I'm saying? Now, I kind of fall in between because I like both. I love the tracks that are super realistic and just, you know, like replicas to a T, but I also love the out of the box type of track. So that's why I was playing this track. I was like, man, this is really fun. You know what I mean? So I had to go try it out on Unleashed because I didn't really remember it at first. But speaking of, like, you know, the out of the box type of tracks and stuff, man. My favorite one for like being just kind of out there and awesome and just, you know, it mixes both of those categories together really well, which is very hard to do. A lot of people that try to do it, they don't get it down, you know, is Child's Play by the man Question. And if you have not played Child's Play by Quest, you gotta go check it out. It is on the shop and it is worth every penny, man. If you're one of those people that likes, you know, out of the box like style of tracks, you're in a sandbox playing with your dirt bike, but you are riding the dirt bike, so it's absolutely mind-blowing, right? And if you're one of the people that like, you know, like the realistic to a T style of tracks, you could still go get that track and have fun because the track itself is on that side of realistic, you know what I mean? It's more of the visuals surrounding it that is out of the box and over the top thinking, you know what I'm saying? So if you have not checked out Child's Play by the man Quest, definitely go check it out. I think you guys would love that. And definitely go check this track out. I believe it's on the shop for $1. I think it's $1, and it's definitely worth $1, especially if you have that nostalgia that you want, you know, to reach back in and tap into and you know, enjoy your childhood again. Or if you never got a chance to play those, now you get to play like a remastered version of that track per se. So either way you go, you can't go wrong with going and picking this track up. It is fun. It has just enough of the difficulty factor in there to be fun for more advanced players and beginner players. So no matter which part of the spectrum you're on, you're good. And I think that a lot of people will enjoy this track. So but before we get out of here, man, make sure you go down below and you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go check out my homeboy Deeds YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Make sure you go check out RC Designs if you need any gear made. His link to his Discord is down below in the description. And make sure you go check out Cade Suspensions if you have not already. For any suspensions you might need, the link to his Discord is down below as well. Also, my Discord is linked down below. So if you want, go check it out. Hop up in there, chat with us. Other than that, man, I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.